What is your Onpassive going to look like in 365 days? And as we all come into Onpassive and become founding members, that's a $97 position. It locks you in Onpassive, locks you in the pay structure of Onpassive. We all think about that. What is my Onpassive going to look like in 365 days? And whatever your goals are in Onpassive, whether it's $100 a month, whether it's $500 a month, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, all of that is possible. And as we look at the next 365 days, would you rather do that in 6 months or 12 months, 4 months or 8 months? It really is a simple question. And I know the answer for most of you is, yeah, I'd rather do that quicker than later. I mean, that's human nature. We want to get it done and get it done very, very quickly. Before I get into that, I want to welcome all the new people coming into Onpassive and Onpassive Nation. Our team is just growing exponentially right now. People are flooding in, and primarily because of those 4 things that I go over all the time. And if you're new to Onpassive, these are the things that are bringing people in to Onpassive every single minute, every single hour, every single day. Number 1, it is self-funding. You will come in, you'll pay once, you'll never have to go out of pocket again. Number 2, they're going to force you to be successful. They're going to force you to make money. Everybody loves that. Number 3, they are going to drive traffic for you to build your team. That's what I want to get into. And the last one is the customer side of Onpassive. Customers are royalty. They will come in. They will love Onpassive. They will never leave. Those 4 things are the reasons people are just coming in by the hundreds, literally by the hundreds in Onpassive Nation and by the thousands in Onpassive overall. And I want to talk about building your team. And there's a little confusion there. Yes, as you come into Onpassive, pay the $97, become a founder, and lock yourself into Onpassive. Yes, Onpassive is going to drive traffic for you. They're going to help you build your team. And over time, you're going to do very, very well. Everybody in Onpassive as a founding member, you guys are going to do great. You really are. As you come into Onpassive Nation, our team, I'm Mike Ellis, Marty DeGarmo and Dan Street, they are my partners. As you come into our team, we're always talking about building and cutting time frames. And there's a little confusion there as people come in and they ask the question, do I have to do that? And the answer is no, you don't have to do that. But if you'll do a couple of simple little things, and you don't have to bring in hundreds or thousands of people to make a massive difference for you, for your bottom line, for that financial freedom you're looking for. If you'll come in and share this with people you care about, we're not all that different. We all want to take care of that bottom line. We all want that financial freedom. We all want to be in a position where we can live the lives we want to live, that lifestyle we want to live. And if you'll share this with a few people and bring in 1 or 2 or 4 or 8, not a ton of people, just a few people, it makes a massive difference in the amount of time it takes you to get to that place where you want, where that financial problem is taken care of in your life. Instead of taking 12 months, maybe it takes 8, maybe it takes 6, maybe it takes 4, simply by bringing in a couple of people. That's all. We're not talking about a large amount of people. You can bring in 2. Chances are they're going to bring in a couple of people. And here's the thing about Onpassive. Onpassive, because of what Ash and his team have done, they are going to change the ecosystem online. Literally change it. And it is going to get in front of millions and billions of people. Our market, as Onpassive launches to the world, is about 3.6 billion people. Onpassive is going to get in front of these people, and chances are it's going to get in front of your warm market. And 80% of the people you know, they will be in Onpassive. They will be using something of Onpassive. That's how good Onpassive is. Why not introduce it to them today? Get them involved, get them in, where it can really affect their financial future in a very, very positive way. That's what Onpassive is doing. And it really is as simple as just getting our content in front of them. And it's as simple as asking them, would it be all right if I shared a video with you? It's something I'm doing, very excited about. I want to get your eyes on it and get your honest opinion on what you think about this thing. They're going to go, sure, I'll take a look at it. And they're going to come back to you and they're going to go, well, wow, that's pretty amazing. You're doing this today? I think I want to do it. That's how easy it is. And it's simply putting our content, mine, Marty's, and Dan content in front of people. Once they look at it, once they see it, once they understand what Onpassive is doing, they're in. And if you can do that to 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 people, it makes a massive difference in cutting those time frames and getting you to that place, whatever it is, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, whatever it is, getting there quicker. And we all want to do that. We really do. I'm going to take you over and look at one chart that I've done and just give you an idea of what can happen in 365 days. Now, if Onpassive comes in and brings us each in one person, and of course they do that for the people coming in also, as we look at this chart over the course of a year, you'll have 4,095 people in your team at the end of that year. Now, if you can bring in 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, all of a sudden you're cutting months off of the amount of time it takes you to get to this number. And if they come in and do the same thing, it's very possible. In fact, this is happening on our team today, where people will bring in 1 or 2 or 3, and all of a sudden those individuals catch fire, and they bring in people, and all of a sudden they're at 16 or 32 or 64. This is not hard to do, guys. This is not hard to do simply by sharing it with a few people in your warm market, people you care about. People catch fire when they understand what Onpassive is doing. They literally catch fire, and they share this with everybody they know. And if they listen to us and share it the way we're telling them to share it, the success rate of getting it in front of them is 86% of the time. And 86% of those people, there's going to be a ton of people that will look at it and go, wow, I have to do this too. This is cool. So if you can do that, cut time frames, all of a sudden you're reaching your goals in 4 months or 6 months or 8 months. Now, if it takes you 2 years or 3 years or 4 years to get to this 4,995 people, it does not matter. And as you run over and look at the compensation chart, you're going to see how powerful that number is simply by Onpassive bringing in 1 people for each of us a month. And then if you do a little bit, augment what Onpassive is doing. If you look at what Onpassive Nation is doing, the people on Onpassive Nation are doing. Remember, the pay structure for Onpassive is a 3x10 infinity matrix. Marty, Dan, and I, we can only have three people at the top of our matrix within the corporate matrix. Everything else flows down below. We've had 3 for over 15 months. So you can imagine the number of people that are coming in down below us and filling our matrix, filling your matrix. And if you can just do a few little things, bring in 1, 2, 3 people, it makes a massive difference in cutting time frames and getting to that place, that bottom line that you're looking for, whatever it is. Again, it could be 500, it could be 1,000, 2, 10, 15, 20,000 a month. All of this is possible with Onpassive, and over time, by doing a little bit, where you'll be really is amazing. And I can tell you, everybody that's come into Onpassive that is a founding member today, you're in such a great position. The founding position has such massive value that as Onpassive launches to the world, you're going to be amazed. Now, right now, Onpassive is getting ready to get into the soft launch, and that's to give Onpassive time to test everything that they're doing in Onpassive. They're going to start driving traffic. They're going to start building your team and my team. If you've got 1 or 2 people on there, and Onpassive starts to bring in 1 per founding member, all of a sudden, you don't just have 1, you've got 6, and then 12, and then 24. This can happen very, very quickly for all of us if you'll do a little bit. So this is a very, very exciting time. Onpassive is going to go into the soft launch. The $97 price of the founding membership will go up to $149, and it will stay there. It'll never come back down. They will do the soft launch, and then they will go into the hard launch, launching Onpassive to the world. When that happens, hold onto your hat, because everything changes. And it's because of the little things you've done today that will make a big difference as Onpassive launches to the world. It really will. And just a few people will make such a massive difference in your life, your bottom line, your lifestyle. You're not even going to believe it. This is some awesome stuff that's happening today. Very, very exciting. So the new people, I want to thank you on board. If there's been a little confusion, especially with Onpassive Nation, build, don't build. We recommend you build. Bring in a few people, as many as you can. You don't have to do that, but it will make a difference in your life, and that's what's important today. How can we affect your life? How can we make it better tomorrow? And Onpassive Nation, Onpassive, they're about to change your life in major, major ways. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I always recommend you go down there and subscribe. Hit the bell on the right, and you'll get notifications as I do more videos. We will know this week when the soft launch is going to happen. And as Ash shares that with us, I'll come on, do another video, and just give you an update and where we're going and what's going to be happening. Very exciting stuff. You'll want to hear about that. So go ahead, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and click the bell on the right. And from there, yeah, we're going to be talking in the days to come. And these are really, really fun times for everybody. Onpassive, it is on fire. Onpassive Nation, it is on fire. And it benefits everybody that's in Onpassive and on our team. So from there, yeah, just get ready. We're rocking and rolling, definitely. So from here, we'll absolutely see you at the top. And have a great week. Take care. Bye.